Okay, I hope you liked the Very Hungry Caterpillar. So, did you notice what the caterpillar did for the whole story? He was hungry, so he ate lots of food. So for our activity this week, we are going to taste test some of the foods in the Very Hungry Caterpillar, okay? So what you're gonna need for that are maybe 5 foods. When I sent you the message, told you what I was going to look for. I only ended up getting 4. I forgot to make muffins. So, but we can still talk about them because I'm sure I know kind of what they look like. You'll also need these pages from your packet as we kind of go through and talk about the foods. So the first food I have is the first food that the caterpillar eats on Monday. If you found 5 other foods in your kitchen, that's a-okay. Just grab your first food, okay? So I'm going to talk about an apple. It's the first thing that the caterpillar ate on Monday. So when I went to the store, these were the apples that I found. Mine has a little bit of a bruise. That's okay. I like both green and red apples, so I really like these apples that have both colors. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is take a look, and I have this piece of apple that I've cut already. And so this is the inside and the outside. So when we look at this, we see the first thing we're gonna do is look, sorry. So when we look at it, we have a few different ways we can describe this apple looking at it. So when I look at it, do I think it looks good or do I think it looks gross? Well, I know I like apples, so I think it looks good. It is, like we said, red and a little bit of green. It's almost like a yellow on the inside. It's a little bit darker in the middle. And my apple is somewhere between big and little, probably. Not a good direction for that. And then the shape, if I look at it this way, my apple is a circle, right? If I look at it this way, though, it's flat. So, but definitely when it's whole, the apple is a circle and all that stuff. So let's look. The next thing we're going to do is feel our apple. So start by feeling the side that has the color on it. Now, what color was your apple? What color are you feeling? How does that feel? Does it feel wet or sticky? Or is it dry? How does it feel? Yeah, mine is dry. I washed it a couple of days ago, so it's nice and dry. On the peel side, right? But when I touch the flesh side, that's what this is called, mine's a little bit wet, a little bit sticky. That's okay, right? Is our apple hard or soft? Mine's hard. If you turn the apple soft, what would it be? Applesauce. Anybody like applesauce? I love applesauce. And then what does your apple feel like, or whatever you're eating right now? Is it cold or is it hot? My apple is a little bit cold because the air in here is a little cold. All right. Good job feeling your first food. All right, so let's take a look at what we're going to do next. Next, we're going to smell our apple. When I smell my apple, I could say, I think it smells, I don't have good directions on here either, guys, sorry. A little bit floury, maybe. It's got a really little smell, my apple does. Does yours, or does whatever you're eating, does it have a big smell or a strong smell? Is it sweet or stinky? Yes, I think my apple smells good, but it doesn't have very much of a smell. All right, sometimes it can be hard to taste foods, especially foods we've never tried before. So we're gonna go really, really slowly. All right, so if you're kind of nervous, it's okay. First thing I just want you to do is kiss your food. See how mine was wet, so I got a little bit of the wet on my lips, but that's okay. Did you get it? All right, the next thing we can do is lick it. I got that apple flavor. It's a little bit sweet. Then we're gonna take a teeny tiny nibble. You got some in your mouth, right? Well, then we can talk about how it tastes. I want you to chew it. My apple has a much stronger taste than it has a smell. All right. It feels, even in my mouth, it's pretty hard and gets crunchy. Yeah. All right, and it feels cold in my mouth too. So I think that the apple tastes really, really good. All right. You can keep eating your food and finish it. I'm gonna go ahead and move on. All right, and the next thing I'm gonna eat is the thing that our caterpillar ate through 3 of on Wednesday, the purple plums. Plums are one of my absolute favorite fruits, but they might not be one you've tried, right? So here is the plum when it's all together. It's like a little bitty apple. It's just a different color. So remember, the first thing that we do is look at our plum, or whatever. What are you having? Yeah. So when I look at it, what do I see? I see its color is this really dark purple. I'd say it's really little, and again, it's another circle, right? Okay. So again, I went ahead and I cut one in half so I could feel the inside and the outside. So next up on our stuff is to feel. So when I feel this, look at that. So there's the outside, it's got skin just like the apple, and it's got flesh too. So look, the colors are just slightly different. So it's that dark purple on the outside, and it's kind of a light purpley pink on the inside. When I feel it, the plum is a little bit more squishy than the apple, right? And when you touch the inside, it's much more soft. It's a lot wetter. See? Wetness all over. And it's still a little cool because, again, it's been cool inside my house, especially the inside. The outside, not so much. All right, next up, guys, we're gonna smell that plum, okay? Are you doing okay? I know if you've never had one, it can be very different, but I promise, plums are really nice and sweet. They're lovely. All right, so give it a smell. I don't smell anything on my plum, but you might have a better smeller than I do. Yeah, I don't smell a whole lot, so it doesn't really have much of a smell. So we'll keep looking. All right, guys, again, we're gonna go really slowly as we try to taste this, just in case you're a little bit nervous. That's okay. All right, so just put it on your lips, give it a nice kiss. Again, I got a little bit of the wet and taste on it. I still don't taste too much yet. I'll lick it. Now, what body part do you use to lick? You use your tongue, right? All right, it's very, very nosy. As soon as you touch it on there, it wants to know what's going on. All right, you did good with that. Let's see, let's take a little nibble. There, I got some flavor in that one. A little bite. Did that happen to you too? Did you get juice all over? Plums are very, very juicy. When I look at it, the plum feels squishy. The skin on the outside, so a little bit scrunchy, but it is definitely squishy. It's not really sweet, and it's not really sour. It's kind of right in the middle. Mine's still a little bit cold. It's kind of a strong taste when you first bite into it, but then it kind of dissolves in almost nothing. What did you think? Did you like the plum? I think they're good, but maybe you thought they were gross. It's up to you. We all have different taste buds on our tongue that tell us kind of what we think about the food. So that's our plum. I'm gonna put mine off to the side, but like I said, you can finish yours. All right, guys. The next thing we're gonna try is that thing that the caterpillar ate when he ate all of the junk food. Well, one of the things. And it is a piece of cheese. Yeah. Who here likes cheese? Yeah. So I use the cheese I like to use to make grilled cheese toasties. I don't know if you guys have those. And it is, of course, stuck to the plate that I put it on. Sorry guys. So I'm gonna show you, I guess, in the bowl, and then I'll take a piece out. So there is my piece of cheese. You know, it's kind of warm in my house. So he's kind of stuck in there. You know, life. So we're gonna do the same things that we did before. All right. So we're gonna take a look, and we're gonna feel it and smell it and all that fun stuff. So here we go. So when we look at our piece of cheese, what do we see? We have the color. My cheese is very, very orange today, right? It's kind of a big piece of cheese. It's a slice, and it is a square. So unlike our other two things, it is a square. Sorry guys, you guys are all getting your homework right now. So my technology is going crazy. All right, so there, that's what it looks like. It's a little bit shiny too, right? And this kind of cheese is a little bit shiny. Okay, so we're gonna touch the cheese. I'm gonna take a little piece of it out that didn't get stuck to the bowl. And so we have this little piece of cheese. So when I feel this cheese, it is cold. It came out of my refrigerator. It's very soft and squishy. What do we think? It's not wet. It's kind of dry. Even though it's squishy. What do you think? How does it feel? Does it feel cool or does it feel gross? I don't know. Kind of in between for me. Not my favorite. I don't want to sit and hold it all day. All right. Next, I want you guys to smell your cheese. Whew. My cheese has a strong smell. Depending on the kind of cheese, your cheese might not have very much of a smell, and your cheese might be really stinky. Did you know there's cheese out there that smells like feet? I know. Weird, right? All right, so mine is really strong. I don't know if I like the smell. It's a little bit stinky. That's okay. So I don't know that I like the smell. That's okay. I can still try it. All right. So again, we're going to go through all our little steps. We're going to kiss our cheese. When I kiss our cheese, nothing really happens. Oh, hang on. Sorry. There we go. When we kiss our cheese, nothing really sticks, right? So I don't really get any of the flavor. I can lick our cheese. Just a little bit of flavor, not very much. So I can take a bite. You know, for such a big smell, I thought my cheese would taste more. But it doesn't. My cheese doesn't have a very big smell at all. It still feels really squishy in my mouth. It's not sticky. It still feels cold. So I think it tastes okay. It's not the best, but it's not the worst thing in the world either. What did you think of cheese or whatever it is you're eating? Thank you. All right, guys. The next one's the muffin. I forgot my muffins. How can you forget muffins? They're so delicious. So take a look at your muffin. What do you think of your muffin? All right, you're going to look at it. Maybe you got a muffin and it has something in it like blueberries or chocolate chips or peanut butter. And then, or maybe it's just one flavor. So when I see a muffin, so I'm gonna go off this muffin in the Caterpillar book. What do we say? So this muffin, it's kind of got a circle for the top and kind of a square at the bottom. Is that what yours looks like? Yeah. This one is brown. Maybe yours is pink if you have strawberry muffins, or blue if you got blueberry muffins, or a really dark brown if you got chocolate chip muffins. All right, so maybe break a piece off of your muffin and feel your muffin. How does it feel? Usually muffins feel a little bit squishy. They're usually dry. And they're soft, right? Wouldn't it be good to eat a hard muffin? That'd be kind of weird. So nice and soft, maybe a little bit crumbly. Did little pieces come off on your fingers? That means it's crumbly and that kind of thing. It's kind of fun to play with our food, right? smell our muffin. Take a big whiff. How does yours smell? Does it have a big smell or a little smell? It's probably not stinky. Most muffins smell nice and sweet. Yeah. The muffins I was gonna make would have had a big smell because they were gonna be either strawberry or peanut butter and chocolate. All right, I bet your muffin smells really, really good, unless you put some weird something in there that you just don't like. All right, so it's finally time to taste. Don't get too fast. You're gonna just do your, I lost my card. You're gonna kiss it. Did anything come off on your lips? Maybe just a little bit of those crumbs if it was crumbly. All right, I want you to lick it with your tongue. Did you get any flavor from that? Maybe a few of the crumbs. Yeah, now take a nibble and chew. All right, so how did your muffin taste? Was it a strong taste? Was it a little bit of taste? Was it squishy in your mouth? Kind of sticky? Was your muffin maybe still warm? Did you put it in the microwave? How was your muffin? Was it good or was it gross? All right, thank you for sharing. All right, guys, on the last day, and for our last food today, the caterpillar, before he went in his cocoon, ate through a leaf. What is a food that's a leaf that you might eat? Do you ever eat lettuce? Lettuce is just a really big leaf, and there's lots of different kinds. Again, I forgot the lettuce, but I had some parsley because I was making something the other day. So parsley is another food that we eat that has little leaves on it, and we eat the leaves. It's gonna be really exciting, right? So I'm gonna look. That first thing I'm gonna do is look. My leaves are kind of ovally. They're a little bit round when you put them all together. Kind of look like a fan. Yeah, but it's definitely green and it's definitely little, right? All right, I think it looks pretty. Kind of like a nice little baby plant hanging out at my house. Yeah. All right, when I feel, sorry guys, I've gotten all discombobulated. Where did feel go? Oops, there it is, right on top. All right, when I feel it, it's a little soft because it's got fringe on it. It's dry. If you have lettuce, your lettuce might feel more wet. It almost doesn't even feel like it's there. It's so little. All right. All those little ends, though, kind of make it feel fuzzy, like my puppy. All right, the next thing we're going to do is smell it. What do you think? Mine doesn't have any smell at all. Yeah? No smell. What is yours? Does yours have a smell? Does it smell a little bit like grass? Does it smell really strong? Does it not have a smell? How does your lettuce leaf or whatever you're eating right now, how does it smell? All right, and last we're gonna taste it. Remember, we're gonna go slow. It's okay. If you've never had lettuce before, give it a try, right? It can't hurt us, it's food. All right, so the first thing we do is kiss it. It feels funny on my lips. It kind of tickles, right? And then we can nibble it. Or I guess we were supposed to lick it next, right? Yeah. And I've got a little bit more flavor than I have smell. And then we're gonna nibble it. I'm gonna take a little bite and chew it. Ooh. Well, parsley definitely has a new flavor. So mine has a strong flavor. It tastes a little bit like pepper. It's crunchy. It's a little bit cold because it's in my fridge. I do not think I like this taste. It's not very good. What did you think of your food or your lettuce, whatever that was that you ate? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed our taste test. if you are ever eating a food that you have never tried and you're a little bit nervous, this is a great way to try it, because you might find a food that you didn't know about that you absolutely love. All right, guys, stick around. I'm going to change things out, and then we're going to play our game. See you in a minute.